This is planning your life out when you're very, very young. My kids won't even listen to me. My dad told me the first thing I should do is get whole life insurance because it builds in value. The longer you have it, the more the insurance is worth. $10,000, you keep it for 40 years, it'll be worth 20 or 25,000 with all the payments into it when you die. It also pays dividends and interest on your money. So if you need an emergency money out, you can take money out interest free and never have to pay it back, what you paid into the insurance. Most people think, well, I got $1 million term policy through my job. Well, you're going to have that job in 20 years, and in 20 years that whole life policy is going to cost you 100 times more than it does when you're young, because you're getting closer to death the older you get, that they rate you at. Another thing he told me is go ahead and buy your permanent home. You don't have to worry about paying property tax on it. You have to just worry about buying it. It's called cemetery lots. In 1972 through 1974, for 2 years, I paid $10 a week or so, and I bought 4 cemetery lots in Cedar Hill Cemetery on Pennsylvania Avenue by the DC line for $200 each. You know, the same lots are like $7,000 or $8,000 each today, and you don't have to pay any taxes on it. You got to plan your life. Instead of buying all those worldly goods that everybody runs out and charges and rents a fancy high-class apartment. Me and my wife lived in a shack for the first 4 years we were here. The cheapest dump we could find so we could save money. And instead of buying all that stuff, we put a down payment on this house. That's the first thing you buy. You can live with that old TV, and you don't need 10 TVs in your house, one in every room. You can live with a torn couch temporarily, get a Goodwill for $15 instead of going out and buying a $1,000 new one. Live way below your means so you have the money to put the down payment on that house, because that house payment will end up in a few years cheaper than that apartment rent will, because the house payment basically stays flat. It might go up 0.5% a year or something due to insurance and property taxes, but the apartment rents keep skyrocketing as fast as they can keep raising them every year after year after year, which will keep you broke from getting into the house if you rent a fancy apartment. So think twice about your future now and stop living for today and start living for tomorrow and plan your life. I have been screwed so many times in my life, but I bought a house cheap enough I could pick up bottles along the road or go cut people's grass and still pay for the mortgage on it. It was only $17,200. But I want to talk about that a little bit too. It was 9% in 1975 VA loan. I paid close to $35,000, $40,000 in payments over 30 years for this house. That wasn't bad, paying 2.5 times back to the bank what I actually purchased a house for, $17,200. I've done about $150,000, $200,000 worth of improvements on the house, which meant my property taxes have gone skyrocketing every year. For 40 years I've been in this house. I paid over 3 times in property tax what I bought this house for. Isn't that getting to be ridiculous? I wish I would have gone to the county when I bought this house and say, well, county, I'll pay you 100% of what I'm paying for the house in property tax, but once I pay that off, that's all the property tax you can charge me. It would have ended up a hell of a lot cheaper, because I would have had it paid off in 25 years instead of 40, which I still don't have it paid off. Every year I get property tax bills. So plan your future and think about getting your house first, because it is all tax deductible off your income. the property taxes, the income taxes, interest on your home, everything, and depreciation on your home. You can save a lot of money on your income tax by buying your home instead of renting an apartment. And get that whole life policy now. Compare which ones pay dividends and which ones pay interest on your money year after year after year, which builds your policy value greatly. 30, 40 years, it doubles to triples your policy value if you leave the money in. Thank you.